What is up? Welcome back to Bleach Boys. Back as always, covering all the Bleach news for this week and more. One of the things I want to talk about is there's a One Punch Man game that's shutting down. I didn't even know this game existed.
Shutting down?
Yeah, we're going to talk about
it.
The leaks that I talked about last episode with the new Bleach figures, they're real. And they've been announced officially. We got to see that. We have patch notes for Bleach Soul Resonance and how that has changed. I have a little bit of a discussion on the way Kubo likes to do his foreshadowing, which I thought was very, very interesting. And the latest Klub Outside questions for this week, we have 3. Again, one of them asking, why is it that Kenpachi and Aizen never fought in all the chapters of Bleach? Why did that never happen? And then we've asked our Discord, 1, what would they like to hear from us? And 2, what is their least favorite anime of all time? So we have our answers, and we'll be talking about all of your guys' answers as well. All that and more on this episode of Bleach Boys. Welcome in, everybody.
Hello.
I'm really excited for that Aizen Kenpachi question because there was like fan canon about the reason that I just sort of accepted as real for years. So I'm excited to see if we're right or wrong.
Kubo gave a stereotypical classic Kubo answer to that one, so let's not get too excited on that. But he did give an answer which, like, from
let me have hope.
I don't want you to get there, Pythes, and be so brimming with hope that I just crushed you. So let's talk the figures that have been announced, and they're part of the Bleach Stirring Soul. So this is volume 4. We talked about last week that there was a leak that came out. Actually came out like it's an account called Bleach Korea is what it came out, and it was of Aizen, Shinji, Hitsugaya, and Urahara. At the time, which was really weird, and I've never seen this before, the leaked image for Aizen, he has the eye patch, and it's basically like one kind of like sash that goes around his face. It had an additional piece, like a little black leather piece that went underneath his eye, which is not what it is in the manga. But in the leak, he had an additional little piece of leather that went across his face. So everybody's like, "Oh, this is AI. Like this is it's fake. Someone's fucking around." It's like, and then it got announced. They removed that little piece of black that goes around. So I assume that's probably like a prototype, where they just need a little extra piece to just hold it there. It is the exact same 4 figures that I described last time. If this is your first time joining us, it is, of course, Aizen and Thousand Year Blood War leather outfit. It is Shinji with his hand in his Shikai, about to start spinning it, going crazy. It is Hitsugaya just like in a battle pose, like classic Hitsugaya. And then it's Urahara, like he's about to do Benihime. He's got his cane sword about to go.
Sick.
They're all really fucking cool. One of my favorite things that I talk about, and I spend way too much money on, is how I like to buy all of the stuff, because typically when there's an Ichiban Kuji, it comes with a bunch of knickknacks as well. So like the last one they did was the Espada themed one, and that came with little tiny versions of all the Espadas.
Ooh, okay.
So like 1 through 10 of them, like in a sitting pose. So then someone in Japan 3D printed tiny versions of their chairs and a table, so you can like set up the whole thing.
That's so cool.
And those were just like the bitch prizes, like, oh, you didn't pull the really good figure, like here. Awesome.
They're still sick.
Awesome. Really, really fucking cool. They haven't announced what any of the like the little joining knickknacks are going to be for this, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it. But I think all these figures are great. Obviously, I'm hit or miss on the Hitsugaya figure. Whatever.
That
no
one
biggie.
might get lost. You don't know.
The Aizen figure is fire though, and I'm fucking there for that one easily.
I was talking to Cooney in the Discord, and he said his girlfriend's wallet is screwed because she will go to hell and back to get that Shinji.
That's what's up.
I just think like also from like a mold, like the Shinji one is so cool from the fact that his hand is going through his sword and he's holding it like upside down. Like that's really cool.
What's it resting on? Can you see?
It looks like his hand, like in his palm.
Okay, so
like,
it's like
he's like holding it, getting ready to start tossing it.
The casting for that's gonna be gnarly.
Oh yeah.
I want to know how they make that. Give me a how it's made, but on anime figures.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's cool. I wish. I mean, I say I wish. I don't even know if they're still going, but I remember in the olden days, a young Sam, when he was staying homesick from school, how it's made was on TV all the fucking time. It was just like, what am I gonna watch? I'm gonna listen to some old man narrate how they made Barbie dolls, and like I'm gonna watch that on TV. That would be fucking sick to see that.
That was fascinating, and it would put me to sleep.
I would love to see it for anime figures. I would love to see it for Pokemon cards. I think it'd be really cool to look at.
Yeah.
Both of those. I would love to see a how it's made episode.
Yeah, how did they get the holofoil onto the cardboard? They can't.
Yeah, well, like, and like,
it's
what
like a card print.
Like, what is the deciding factor? Because obviously, like, it's random, right? But sometimes they guarantee a certain one per box. So, like, one every 30, they have to swap over to foil, or like, how is it decided? Like, how is it sorted? And then they put them in the packs. Like, I want to see it.
I like seeing the factory where they like have the full sheets of them.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's
so
cool. Insane.
Let's talk about the thing that is still taking a lot of my time is Bleach Soul Resonance. I am still playing the fuck out of that game. They have released Gen, Does anybody have Gen yet? Jose, Gen?
Nope. I've wasted all of my tickets before.
They did an interesting. Okay, so I too am in that boat, Jose. I wasted all of my premium tickets to try to get as many maximum Aizens as I can get. So I spent them all because I kind of was like,
God, you did it already?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I already done. I kind of was like, you get 4 of them and you get the exclusive Aizen little profile picture. Yeah. I'm like, I really like that. Which I got it, by the way. I got it. But now I don't have anything for Gen. I have zilch for Gen. So I can't even get a single copy of Gen. And this was going to be a Gen and Rangiku release at the same time.
A combo?
But they put out a notice right before it went live that like, hey, like we're still working on something with Rangiku. Like something went wrong. So it's going to be delayed. So what they're going to do instead, which is really fucking cool, by the way, because Gen is like a 5-star or whatever it is. Rangiku is going to be just a regular, like a purple. So Rangiku,
I actually prefer it when companies do that instead of just saying, well, there's just been delays. They just go, hey, shit's fucked up. Well, it'll come out when it comes out. Here's something in the meantime.
Well, so yeah, exactly. They're like, we're going to release Gen, and then what we're going to do is we're going to give you compensation. So it's like a small little like amount of coins. Like, here you go, enjoy. And then when we do release Rangiku, everybody will be able to get her for free through like in-game rewards, and you will unlock her as a maxed out unit. So you get like 6 copies of her completely maxed out. Yeah, really cool.
That just makes you want to grind the game even more.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I like that.
So I thought that was really cool. Really nice way to handle it. And they just straight out like, hey, there's something wrong with Rangiku. It's not going to release on time. But like, hey, we're giving it to you maxed out for free. I was like, oh, all right. I'll wait for Rangiku. Don't worry. Again, I have trialed him, so you can like do a test play and see how he plays. He's awesome. He's really, really fucking cool. He is a thrust character, so like he works on like inflicting like thrust damage and things like that, which of course he is with Gen and his Shikai and how it works. He's super maneuverable, super quick. He does not do his Bankai. Okay. He does and he doesn't. So like his ultimate is his move where like he shoots you from under the coat.
That was awesome.
And then it like hits them and he goes apeshit, of course. And then it like becomes like almost rainbow, like he shattered the world. So I don't know if that is supposed to be him doing his Bankai, like where he puts the piece inside of you and you get roasted, or if that's just him shooting the shit out of you and like you're just done. I've only played 1 test trial with him. Again, I don't have him, but he has he's one of the characters where you can do your first string of combos and then you can hold down your basic attack and he does another move.
Yep.
And then he slowly, I think it's like one every 5 seconds, he slowly is gaining charges on his like special move. And then once you get 3, you can release him either one at a time, or you can also hold that one down and he does multiple attacks. So he's supposed to be really, really good. Like one of the best damage dealers now. I think right now it's still Aizen at the top. Then it's Gen, and then it's Bankai Ichigo / Hitsugaya toying for that 3rd spot is the release for it now. Which Bankai Ichigo being one of the very first characters they released like at launch, still being up there is very, very good.
That's good.
So let's see. They said they are changing the way that Stamp Corridor works as well, which is one of the game modes that you can grind for stamps, which boosts like all your little abilities and give you additional stats. You can choose which ones to grind for like already, and you can choose one. Now they're making it so you can literally choose the explicit stamp that you want and then grind towards that.
Yes.
Which is a great quality of life one. Better. They are adding a Ishida skin that you can get, and it's Ishida in a school outfit. Like one of his OG little fits. It's cool, I guess. Not something that I was crying for, but it's cool.
I'd take Chad in his school skin.
Chad, I got to play as because there's an event that required me to use Chad.
Yup.
Pretty fucking cool. Chad is a character. Tackle's awesome, and he also moves super slow. But like they did a really good job on like when you use his attacks, he hits hard.
Yup.
I've started playing through adventure mode in Bleach Soul Resonance.
I didn't know what it was at first.
So basically, you play through the same story mode again, but you can use any characters you want, and they have additional missions, and then they'll play like there's like once you complete a mission, it'll be like, oh, press play here, and then it'll play like scenes from the anime that like correlates what's going on. But what I found out is inside of the story, the adventure mode, they have really cool like levels. So like example, I just did one. I did 3 in a row where I can only select Rukia, and I was like, oh, that's cheeks. Like my Rukia is shit leveled. Yep. Like that's tough. But then you could play first person Rukia. So her hand is out like this.
Oh.
And there's targets and you're shooting Shihakusho at the target. So all you're doing is aiming and shooting them at the targets, trying to get a certain amount. And then it gets harder. So you do it a second time, you have to get more. Then you do it a third time. Now the targets are like moving and there's ones that you can't hit. You have to hit. It was cool.
That's sick.
It was really, really cool when I
sick.
got to it. So they have really cool game modes that are just hidden in there.
They need to make that like on the main menu.
Yeah, totally. They also have another thing that unlocks from playing adventure. Once you complete, I think it's like the first adventure, like little route, you unlock the ability to deploy your units to go do missions for you. Kind of reminds me of like Assassin's Creed. A lot of other games have done this where like there'll be like a thing where it's like, hey, this mission takes 8 hours to complete. If you send out 2 Soul Reapers, you earn this. If you send out 2 Soul Reapers and one's a Spirit, you earn this. And they can bring back even more rewards. And so you can get more things by deploying your units out. To my knowledge, when you deploy them, you can still use them in the game.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Which is good because like some of them are like, hey, send 3 units and we want 1 Soul Reaper, 1 Queen. I'm like, dude, I have only one of each of those. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. And then they can come back and they can bring you special like bonds. They could bring you like more, whatever the currency is you use to play things. Yeah, they bring you jade, coins. It's really cool. And you unlock more of the missions. So first, when you first unlocked it, you have 2. And then when you play through more adventure story modes, you get like a 3rd mission will pop up, a 4th one, and then it'll keep refreshing. Like every time you finish, so then you'll have like 4 or 5 of them that you can keep refreshing. It's great. It's really cool. I'm really still enjoying the fuck out of this game. I like it a lot. I load up and I play it pretty much nonstop. It's a great time. And yeah, highly recommend.
This is week 5, I think, that you've been playing it. Glad you're enjoying it. What drink is that?
It's a Barks root beer.
Never heard of it. Oh,
really?
Beer? I'm allergic to that.
Root beer? Really?
Yeah. I had one in my throat closed up.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Which is a shame because I really enjoyed the taste.
Yeah, it is. So I come and go on root beer. My good friend who I talk about quite a bit on here, William, he loves root beer. So when I used to work with him, he would always bring root beer, like to any function. And so that's when I started drinking. I'm like, damn, this slaps. This slaps. It's really good. Damn, that sucks that you're allergic to it.
Dude, I was so sad. Because I was drinking it like, ooh. Oh, I like this.
You're like, I can't breathe.
It's over. It's all over.
That was my experience.
Did you have like an EpiPen shot?
I don't know what happened. I passed out. They took me to the doctor.
Oh, God. How old were you?
I was sub 15.
Okay.
So
okay.
One of those ages. I was a teenager, but not that old.
Well, since we're talking about Bleach Soul Resonance and things almost dying, let's talk One Punch Man World. Has anybody heard of this game? Anybody heard of this game before? It's a mobile game.
Is it not that shitty fighting game that came out?
So it's not, which is crazy, right? Because in case anybody doesn't know, there was another One Punch Man video game, like an actual physical one that came out. It's a fighting game. Same thing happened to that fighting game where they shut it down. They're like, sorry, like not enough people are paying this.
Damn.
We're not paying for the servers anymore. Sorry. Same thing happening with this, and I saw this like trending on my Twitter when I saw it. It's from One Punch Man World, and they are saying starting February 27th, they are ending the game. And then, of course, they're like, the decision was not made lightly. It's please accept our heartfelt gratitude. And here's the schedule that they have announced. They're doing January 12th. In-game purchases will stop being allowed. You will no longer be allowed to purchase anything. And if you own World Silver / Gold, you can still continue using them until then. You will no longer be able to create a new account, and the game will be removed from all app stores January 12th.
Damn.
Which is today.
Damn.
I was just thinking, as I was reading it, I was like, oh, I should go make sure I can download that. As a matter of fact, I went to look up more information about this game, and I tried to go to the app store to watch a video for it, and I noticed it was gone.
Just completely gone.
Didn't connect the two that they have removed it from the app store yet.
I quite literally just typed in One Punch Man World on Google, and my phone directs me to the Google Play app, and when I click it, it just says item not found.
Yep. And then February 27th, the game login will be disabled. The game service will officially stop working, and there we go. And they say, although the remaining time is limited, we sincerely hope you will continue to enjoy One Punch Man World until the very end. Thank you again. So I looked up this game. I was like, let me see what this game is, because obviously One Punch Man is a huge IP.
Yeah.
Huge. In season 3, it was, I think it just finished. It's potentially still going on right now.
It certainly was a season. I'll give it that.
Yeah. So I mean, One Punch Man is huge. A lot of people love One Punch Man. So I was like, surely I'm shocked that like not a lot of people. So I looked it up, and it actually looked a lot like Bleach Soul Resonance.
Oh.
Like, where it's like a little bit of a free roaming. They got a bunch of mini games. It's a fighting game that happens on mobile, and you have your skills and you call on people to help you. I was like, oh, that looks awfully like a lot Bleach Soul Resonance. There's some cursed factor about One Punch Man that just the video games just don't last. I don't know what it is, because as we mentioned,
is it just not enough variety?
I don't know.
I mean, how do you make a game about a guy that can't lose?
Yeah, I don't know. It needs to be almost like some sort of a old school timey Flash game where they could do it, because they used to have Flash game all the time, but like one finger death punch or something like that. You know, where you could play as a stick man, you kill everything in one hit. There's a way to do it, but yeah, I think it's.
I mean, you guys ever played the game Dive Kick?
Yeah. Yep.
It's great. It's one hit.
Yep.
I guess you could do that, but how do you make it around Saitama, who kind of wouldn't be fun to play as?
So it's kind of like a dating sim at that point. You
Yeah.
talk to him because he doesn't get things.
Yeah. But I also
like he's
do
the
feel
face of the
like
franchise.
But like Saitama's big, right? Everybody loves Saitama, funny. But there's also a lot of characters in One Punch Man that people like a lot. There's a lot of them. Moomin Rider, obviously, with Genos being one of them. A lot of people really, really love the One Punch Man characters.
Yeah, Tatsumaki and her sister.
So like, there's surely enough other people to play that you can really do that. But I don't know. It's just something there's not a lot of sticking power with One Punch Man, which it's always sad to see a big game like that. But it was also a game that was published by Crunchyroll, which is the same thing that's publishing Bleach Soul Resonance, which is why I wanted to talk about it. I'm like, there's a lot of familiarities with this game right here. So we'll see.
What if it was Soul Resonance before, and then they just like completely ported it over?
They're
They're not supporting that one anymore.
They're like, we took all the things that we learned from One Punch Man, and we're going to put it over into Bleach Soul Resonance, of course.
Speaking of Crunchyroll, hey, maybe one of my most hated anime is going to be Crunchyroll adjacent.
Ooh, okay.
We're giving a slight tease to my list.
Okay, I have one of my most hated animes. I've talked about it a lot, and I talk about it laughingly because it was just the biggest waste of time I've ever watched in my life. And I can't wait to talk about it.
Save it. We say.
Ooh, yeah, I'm excited.
Sam is great when he likes things, but I think vengeful, spiteful Sam is like the whole new level of entertaining.
Yeah. My wife and I are really on a big bowling kick right now.
Bowling?
Yeah, bowling. So we were at round 1 the other day. Oh, by the way, I have photos to post. At round 1, they have a photo booth. And it's from like Japan, like this photo booth. It's called like a Chara booth, Chara booth. So like a character booth. The 2 series that they have is Bleach, Itachi, Blood War, and Naruto.
Oh, that's sick.
And so all of the photo strips that you get from this photo booth are all Naruto themed or Bleach, Itachi, Blood War themed. And so you could do like a classic photo strip where like you get like 3 photos, then like it just has a bunch of Bleach shit all around. Or you could do the key visual from Thousand Blood War Part 3, where it's like the gang sitting in like their little circle, like Ganju and stuff, and they'll put you right in the middle of it. And so like cool. You can take 3 poses, and then it'll show you all 3 poses, like which one do you want to keep, and they'll print like a full size, like not like a full size, but like a smaller, like I don't know, 8 by 11 is that the standard photo size? Like a standard photo size
4 by 6, I think 8/11 is your paper.
A 4 by 6 of you like posing in with a gang right in the middle of it. I went and did it the other day. Awesome. I have a whole bunch of photos to post from it. So we were
put the photo up now.
Yeah, we'll put the photo up now. Fuck you, Pythes. Did you see someone in Discord was like, Sam's greatest enemy is being asked to put something up in the podcast.
I love that.
Yeah, a lot of the times, spoiler alert, when I'm editing this podcast, I'm also playing it like as like a podcast listener as I'm like playing Bleach Soul Resonance. So sometimes they're like, put it up on the screen. I'm in the middle of winning a guild quest or something, and I'm like, whoops, my bad, I forgot.
Oops, forgot about it.
Yeah. So yeah, my bad. But I'll put it up.
So just so you
now,
know, everybody,
if
a picture doesn't show up, it's not that Sam missed it, because he doesn't love you.
Yeah, sure. Speaking of, Jose, before I get too far, have you joined Discord at all this week?
Yes, I not fired anybody, but
you voted.
I voted.
Okay.
I have not posted in Discord yet.
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, yes, we're really big on bowling.
Start firing people.
When we went to round 1, when we were at the mall, and then I saw they had a character booth. I was like, oh, I gotta do it. Done. And then we were walking around like, as of course telling my wife I'll beat her ass in bowling because she just went bowling with like a bunch of her coworkers and she said she was really good. So I'll beat your ass.
You got to put her in her place, huh?
We did it at round 1 and honestly she beat my ass.
She beat my ass. It's the low center of gravity.
And the way she bowls is infuriating.
Does she just like walk up and throw it?
She like walks up, like she looks at it, and then she like side swings it. So like she'll have the ball on like her side, and she won't do like a like or like even like some people throw it like an ogre where like they hold the whole ball,
they
hold
the whole thing like
boom,
this.
and they just like chuck it. She'll like walk up, she'll have it gripped, and she'll like from the side like sideways throw it, and it'll go straight somehow. I don't know how she does it.
She does like the lean one like this, right?
It's the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. And she's really consistent with it. Like really, really, really consistent. Like meanwhile, I'm walking up and I'm just like throwing my ball as fast as I can down the lanes. Sometimes it hits the end, sometimes it doesn't hit the end. Who knows? But round 1, not regulation size bowling lane. It's just it's not. So then we were hanging out again the other day, and we were gonna go to Westminster Bowl, the like actual full lane.
All the lanes over here.
Yeah, the really big lanes. And I was like, I got you. This is a regulation bowling lane. Like I got this. Destroyed her, Jose. 2 out of 3. Destroyed her. And then she was about to beat me on the 3rd game. We ran out of time.
Oh.
I was like, whoo! Okay. So yeah, we're really into bowling right now just because neither one of us wants to admit defeat on the last one. So she wants to go bowling again because she can't in on the
That's
lose.
right. Take her to another spot.
Fountain Bowl.
Fountain Bowl. Lucky Lanes.
Yep. Lucky Strike at the block. Lucky Strike. Yeah.
That one's expensive though.
Super fucking expensive. But yeah, so we're on a bowling kick right now.
Tournament arc of the
yeah.
Sam, you got to get Sam a bowling shirt. Oh my God, Ryan's bowling shirt.
Yeah, true. So that's what we've been doing. It's been fun. It's been fun. We've been enjoying it. I think we're about, I can't tell the time right now, but let's say we're about halfway there. Another thing that I've been enjoying is, of course, our lovely Patreon supporters. So let's take a second to thank our Patreon supporters. If you guys didn't know, we do have a Patreon where you get an extra Bleach Boys every single week, exclusively posted to the Patreon. And you guys can join for as little as $5 a month. And if you want to join at a much greater tier, you, of course, get your name featured right here on the podcast, or you get read out live as one of our captains, our advisors, our stern ridders that we have one now. You can all get read live here. So here we go. Thank you to Veronica Bermudez, Pickle Rick, and he still has Sam's BBS Butthurt Lol, Batman of the Gate 13, Sarah Berry, Aether Paradox, Head Captain of Mount Chilsea, also Chad Zawello, Braxton, Tribberule, Divine Departure, and then he puts parentheses, Cheerwine, baby. And then Kenjin says, Happy Birth Month, Sandra Wing, 124 will always be remembered fondly. Which is the same thing you had last time. So thank you guys for all your support. If you guys want to check that out, the link will be down in the description. Thank you. And also, if you guys want to join, check out our Discord. That's where all these lovely, beautiful people hang out. That's where we pull these questions we're about to cover coming up is all in the Discord. We have our very own Ask the Bleach Boys section in there, and that's where we ask our questions every single week. We have the Bleach anime opening tournament happening right now, where we just finished the first week, and it was opening 13 versus opening 10, which is Ranbu no Melody versus Shoujo S. Ranbu no Melody blew the fucking socks off of Shoujo S, getting 24 votes versus 5. This week we're going into a new week here. It's going to be Asterisk, the OG Bleach opening, versus Chubra, which is the one that Jose pulled off his fucking dome last time, which was insane. Those are the two that will be going against each other this week. We'll be talking about and reacting to both those openings live on the captain's meeting, so stay tuned for that. Obviously, soft spot in my heart for Asterisk, so I kind of already know which one I'm going to vote for.
It's going to be another landslide.
But I don't want to sway the votes. I'm only going to sway them against anything that's your So who want to say? So thank you guys. Check out all the links in the description for more. We appreciate y'all.
And you heard it here first, folks. Sam does believe in voter fraud.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, let's swap.
He's just going to delete votes off of one, add it to
yeah, I'm going to wait for everybody to vote. One wins, I'll delete it and repost it really quick. And I don't know where the votes went.
I don't know what happened, guys. Sorry.
I don't know. Let's swap over. We're going to do a little bit reverse order. Let's talk Klub Outside questions because I want to talk about this Kenpachi and Aizen one. I'm just ready for Pythes to just be enthralled on this question. We have 3 this week, and they're actually all kind of have solid answers.
Oh, sick.
So it's a very rare week for Kubo. Must have been in a beautiful mood. And our first question is, of course, Sosuke, Aizen, and Zaraki and Kenpachi are 2 of the strongest characters in the series, yet they never get to interact with each other. Why is that? I always wanted to see those 2 fight each other. Kubo.
No, let me tell you what the fanon was.
Oh, yeah.
The fanon was, people thought that it was just because Kenpachi was so wild, unpredictable, and so strong that Aizen wanted to wait until after he became immortal to throw down with Kenpachi.
Okay. I like that. Kubo responds, I mean, that's because a fight between these two wouldn't really be any fun. So there you go.
Yeah, Kenpachi wouldn't like it then. He'd get bored and walk away.
Simple as that, apparently. And I guess a big part of that, obviously, is Kenpachi's like the biggest, most strongest, like physical person. Aizen is the biggest, most strongest, like Kidō person, and all around everything else person. Where I guess there's no point in them doing anything. Like it's an immovable force meets an unbreakable force, or whatever the fuck the saying is. Why would you want to do that?
I think it'd be cool. Fuck you, Kubo.
I also saw somebody talking about this online, and they posted the one time in the whole series that these two people interacted, and it's like way back in the very first not Substitute Soul Reaper, but like the Soul Society rescue arc, and it's literally of Kenpachi like running out the hall to go find the Ryoka, and Aizen calls out to him like, "Wait, Kenpachi, we still," and that's the only time they interact the whole series.
That's it. It's just like Legolas and Frodo.
Yep, that is literally it.
What does he say? And you have my bow. Done.
Yep.
Yeah. I forgot.
Thanks, Legolas. I appreciate it.
So we're watching those movies right now. Me and my wife are sitting down. We're watching all the extended editions. They are all on HBO Max, which is fantastic. Perfect. They're awesome. We are in the middle of Return of the King right now. I forgot just how fucking funny Gimli is.
Yes. I fucking love Gimli.
He's so funny in every scene. So funny in every interaction. Gimli's great. Such a good character. Meanwhile, I forgot like how much of a fucking menace Pippin is. Like that fucking
I want to pick him up and throw him.
He is a menace in every scene. If there's ever something where it's like, hey, don't do that, boom.
What does he do? Touch the Palantir, motherfucker.
And I just love seeing like Gandalf just get progressively more pissed off at Pippin. He's just like, this fucking guy.
I love you fool of a took.
Yeah, every time. He's like, and like even when he first touched like the little orb, he's like, he's a fool of a took, but he's an honest fool.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is honest.
Yeah. And then same thing, they were walking in to meet the King of Gondor for the very first time. And he's like telling him like, hey, don't say this. Oh, probably don't mention Aragorn. Probably don't mention this. And he's like, Gandalf's like just about to walk in, turns around. Actually, just don't talk at all.
Don't say
It's like Gandalf is so done.
Happens?
Yeah.
What's the first thing that happens in that scene?
Yeah.
Denethor's like, hey, do you guys know why Boromir's dead? Pippin runs up. It was my fault.
Yep.
It was my fault.
See Gandalf.
It's my fault. I offer you my service. I'm like,
yup. I'm like, what a loser.
Yep.
Damn it, Pippin. I'm sorry for anyone that loves Pippin, but damn it, dude.
Yeah. And then also,
funny as shit.
When I was watching the movie the very first time, like in the theaters, like I was obviously a much younger person. I think fucking high school. These movies were
probably
coming
like 12
out.
or 13. Yeah.
I was a kid watching Sam and Frodo. I'm like, man, Sam's such a bitch. Sam is such a bitch. Like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? Watching it now, Sam's the GOAT.
He's the fucking king, dude.
He's the GOAT. Like, he is the rock of that whole thing. He sees through fucking Smeagol's shit instantly. Frodo's a bitch.
Yep.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch.
Hey, sure.
How mad were you at that part where Gollum goes and crumbles up the
cocksucker.
And he goes like, he must have eaten.
But like that's too smart for like if I was Frodo, like obviously Frodo's under the influence of like the ring and things like that. I get it. But like if I was Frodo, I still be like, that is like way too smart of Smeagol to even notice that.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like like even under the influence of like, why would Smeagol piece that together? Like that's way too like I don't know.
I fucking hate that. What's this? Oh
yeah. Yep.
Made my boy
I'd
cry.
like to imagine it's because they were starving. They would have noticed anything, like any kind of crumbs that were going to waste.
Yeah.
I do also love that scene where Legolas goes like, lemna spread. Just a small bite is enough to fill a man's stomach for however long. Cuts to Pippin and
Mary,
and he goes, how many have you eaten? Like 4.
Yeah. They've all been really good. They
So
all hold up really well.
I need you to tell me how did she react to the two towers when Gimli said, "All right, Legolas, I need you to toss me."
Aragorn. Yeah, we've both seen the movies before, so it's not her first time watching it. But yeah, it's hilarious. We both loved it. It's great.
Don't tell the elf.
Yeah.
Don't tell the elf.
And in full on like Lord of the Rings TikTok now, and like everybody talking about the scenes, which is a lot of fun.
I love
and
that.
Like one of the things that they were talking about with that scene, obviously I didn't put this together, so don't quote me. Is like one of the things that's shown when they're in the forest is that elves have like a super keen sense of hearing, like super, super, super keen. And so like obviously with Legolas being like not far fucking away from them, like he obviously heard that interaction, and it was just like it gentleman's honor. Like to just not mention it, just not say anything about it. And then same thing when they're trading their kill counts at the end. They obviously killed way fucking more than like 41 and 42 and 43 or whatever they're quoting at the two towers. But they said like both of them were trying to undershoot where they were as to not make the other person too upset by how many they killed. So they both like settled on a much lower number, and like that's where it came from. It's cool.
And that's where I want to like finally pick up my book and read it.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm like, it's just sitting there looking at me.
And then I seen a lot of
books are great, man.
Christopher Lee talking about like stuff they cut from the books that like he wasn't happy with, or like stuff that he shot for the movie and it didn't make it to the theatrical cut, but it made it into the extended version that he's happy they made it. And then also same thing like Peter Jackson talking about like why he cut that stuff, and like obviously the whole stuff with the Shire, like we were talking about, like when the movies, I guess the books, like when they are done, they come back to the Shire and have to do like a whole rescue thing for the Shire that wasn't in the movies. And Peter Jackson like said like when he first started shooting the movies, his whole thing with his crew was their linchpin, their whole main focus for the movies is Sam and Frodo. Like that is like the adventure, Sam and Frodo doing their thing. We need to have a focus on Sam and Frodo, and then when they do their thing, that's the climax. Like that's it. So like they said for a book, like obviously it makes more sense because like a book you can be a bit more fluid with the pacing and jump all over. But like for a movie, once you have that, like it's resolution time. You know, like he said, it doesn't make sense for the movie to then throw the ring into the volcano and then also have to come back and do all this other things. So like we just cut it.
It's better. Also, I think the movie ends perfectly.
Yeah,
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that you're watching Peak.
This would probably line up pretty perfectly. If you haven't, I think the movies extended edition are coming back to theaters.
Return of the King, I think is. Oh no, Fellowship.
I think they all are. I think they're going to do them in batches. They're all going to come back. God. So yeah, you guys can rewatch them in the theaters if that's something you care about. I'm watching them at home and I'm having a great fun.
Yeah, I can't do the movie theater for those movies because it's just a hardcore commitment.
Oh yeah, it's a long time. And there's no pause button.
Yeah, there's no pause button.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it just because I only got to see one of them in theaters and I want to see the other two.
I only saw Return of the King in theaters.
I saw them all in theaters.
I only saw Two Towers.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Okay.
I do like Two Towers, though. It is a really good one. On the third...
It was a very cool experience.
What does Gandalf say? He's like, on the third sunrise, look to the east.
Look to the east. Then Gimli blows the horn. It's the coolest thing you ever seen.
Yes. And then you hear Elmer, Rohirrim, fucking pull up with his crew. Goosebumps.
Oh, dude. Imagine Battle of Pelennor Fields on the big screen.
Why you do me like that? Get to hear...
Jose's going to come in next podcast. Like, so I watched him 8 times.
I watched him over my Christmas break already.
Good.
Yeah, me and my wife, we love Lord of the Rings, so we just kind of sit there and just watch it as a like holiday thing for us.
It's a lot more cheerful than rewatching Game of Thrones.
I just like after a certain point, Game of Thrones is just not good anymore.
Next Klub Outside question: why was spatial dislocation labeled as a forbidden Kidō? That just seems weird to me, as it would be very useful. Any guesses?
Which one is that? Is that the teleporting one?
To my knowledge, it's the one where you can basically create like a pocket space. Like, you know, like you use a Kidō to create like a little external space that you guys can hang out in. I kind of thought it was one of the ones that Tessai did.
Tessai does a bunch of those. Is that the one he like binds Ichigo shit behind his back?
No, that one was cool though.
Okay, so it's a mix of what Pythes and I said. So it's the user teleports a specific portion of space from one point to another. During this transfer, active Kidō spells remain. So like you basically can take a space and move it.
Oh.
And it is one of the ones that Tessai does.
That sounds like something you just don't want to be fucking with in daily life.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get permission to do that.
So he gave 2 answers. Kubo said there's 2 reasons for this. And he says, 1, it can be used for committing all sorts of crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, pinpointing the exact range and destination is extremely difficult, and misjudging either one of them can result in fatal injuries or even instant death.
You just disappear someone's whole leg.
Yeah. Or like you do it, you misjudge, you end up inside of a wall, you're done. Mm-hmm.
Like when Ron fucks up his arm when he apparates wrong.
Yes.
That's exactly it. And there's no like nice landfall like Muriel for My Hero. It's like, oh, if I just release it, it just shoots me out. It's like, no. It's like if you release inside of a wall, you're done. It's over.
That's my goat.
Next question. To what degree of injury and illness can Kaidō be used to heal? Also, do you have to visualize the function of each organ in order to restore it, or is it more like a surgical operation?
Ooh.
So very specific.
Yeah.
I love, we've also been getting a lot of questions on Kaidō recently. A lot of them.
Well, Byakuya was pretty fucked up after a fight with Ichigo and then getting stabbed by Gin. So, like, you can bring people back from quite a lot.
So Kubo said, quotes, healing according to one's imagination, end quote, is the accurate way of describing it. But as you need to properly heal the blood vessels and tendons, one needs to possess proper knowledge of the body's anatomy.
So you still have to go through medical school to know how to do it.
Yeah, so basically you need to be a very knowledgeable person where you understand how things work because you are healing according to one's imagination.
For some reason, that just reminds me of that scene in Brotherhood where L gets pierced by that metal pipe and he has to, like, release it. He's like, I know a little bit of human transmutation. Let me see if I can just fix myself up. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was rough, by the way.
That was so cool. That was such a cool scene, though. Mr. Gorilla and the lion held him down.
Yeah, it's cool.
Those guys are so cool.
I do like the Chimeras.
I love the Chimera boys.
Cool.
So yeah, Kaido's OP. So there you go.
I could definitely see an alternate world in which Unohana uses that to attack.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
For sure. Just do it in the reverse way and just fuck somebody up. Like, that's brutal.
Just like the minute she touches your arm and just rips apart all the ligaments holding your bicep together. You're like, I can't hold my sword.
That would be crazy.
Touches you, she rips all the nerves out of your arms. You can't feel shit anymore.
Dude, best way to mess with a man. She touches him down there. He's like, you'll never have an erection.
R.I.P.
I would die.
Yep. Throw myself off the cliff.
Okay, do we want to start diving into some of these Discord questions? Because some of them are pretty good.
Ooh.
So Pythes asked in Discord. So firstly, open the floor. Anything you guys want to hear on this episode of Bleach Boys? But a very specific question. What is a show that you didn't care for or something that just actual cheese? Like, what's the worst anime you've ever watched? So that was where we open it to. Got a lot of good answers here. Some of them I agree with. Some of them, I don't know.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know. So do you want to read one, Pythes?
How about we all go over ours first?
Sure. Who wants to go first?
I'll do it because it's my question.
Okay, go for it.
So, you guys have been friends with me for it's been like 5 years, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 5 years, 2020. So you know that I went through a massive phase where I couldn't stop thinking about the Aztecs. I have so many books I have read about the Aztecs, and I love them. Only to find out last year, hey, did you know there's an anime about Aztec mythology called Onyx Equinox? And I got very, very, very excited. Only to find out it was a Crunchyroll original anime.
Okay.
So let's see. I wrote down some things about it. I don't want to go into too much detail because I will start screaming. It's very long. It's boring. The protagonist is a massive bitch that never stops being a bitch throughout the entire 12-episode run, and it doesn't portray Aztec mythology accurately. Also, it was unnecessarily gory. Like, a character gets hit and his arm just, like, the bone explodes out, and they just kind of don't worry about it. Disappointed. Also, I give a runner-up to a show called Heroic Age, which was supposed to be about, like, Hercules, but it was also, like, weird in space with robots, but it wasn't cool.
Okay. Jose?
There we go. That's my list.
Okay. So, I think it's Studio Trigger did this one.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I love Studio Trigger.
All right.
But B&A, brand new.
Oh, never watched it. Never watched it.
It was okay. That's
also
it.
never watched it.
I went in with like high expectations out of Kill la Kill, Gurren.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look up the name while you're talking about it. What's the name again?
B&A. I know exactly
Brand
what it
new
is.
animal,
I know exactly what it looks like. I remember wanting to watch it, and I think that was one of the first Trigger animes that I just didn't watch. It just skipped completely.
It was okay though. I didn't love it. I could see why people would love it in terms of the characters and the like quality of all that stuff. I don't know. It didn't hit for me.
Interesting.
It was one of those. Gundam Seed Destiny.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
Also, I don't like because I hate Shin Asta. Fucking stupid ass character. A little
Fair.
crybaby.
Absolutely fair.
And then the only other, I think this anime I never finished was the new Digimon one. Unfortunately.
Oh
Damn.
God, you're so right.
There are so many good clips and viral clips of it. I just for some reason could not wrap my head around it. I struggled.
Is this Digimon Beat Break or is this the remake of Adventure?
The remake of Adventure.
Oh yeah, you got further than I did. You're way stronger than me.
I tried. Like, I might go back and finish it and hope that it kind of wraps up and does better, but it's just my attention span is just trash for it.
I'm gonna tell you that it's not gonna get better.
Oh no.
Okay, all right. So my least favorite anime I've ever watched in my mini long tenured career is this anime. It's called Air. I've talked about it a lot.
I've seen the design. They look terrible.
I fucking hate this show with every ounce of bone in my body. So it has a very similar art style to that of Clanad, which is a very well respected. Like everybody loves Clanad. I'll read you guys.
These are the character designs with massive eyes. Like early 2000s
I'm gonna read you guys the description. Okay. The girl in the sky is a legend passed down through the ranks of one special family. Armed with the magical puppet skills he learned from his mother, Yukida Kunisaki follows in her footsteps, traveling from place to place, ever searching for that girl in the sky, ever chasing after that legend. His journeys have led him to a small coastal town where he meets a girl that has a particular interest in him. Could she be the one? As events slowly start to unfold in front of his very eyes, Yukida finds himself amidst a story that spans 1,000 summers. So, I didn't know this at the time. Now that I'm looking at this description, it says it is based off of Eroge, which is like a basically like
you didn't know
a hentai game.
Oh,
didn't know that. My bad. So this was recommended to me way back in the day from a friend. It's very, very popular online and like 4chan and Reddit and stuff like that. They loved this anime, and so watched it. I watched the whole thing. It's 13 episodes. From what I can remember, I don't remember any of that plotline. I just know the main character at one point turns into a fucking crow, and I think he gets stuck as a crow, and he is a crow watching people like live their everyday lives and like do their thing. It was the most boring shit I've ever watched in my life, and I finished all 13 seasons. To my knowledge,
13 seasons?
It's not 13 seasons, 13 episodes. To my knowledge, he gets stuck as a crow and never comes back. To my knowledge. Holy shit, that was atrocious. I think it's the only anime I've ever given a 1 star. Like, I thought that was the most boring shit I've ever seen. Normally, I'll drop them. If I don't like them, I'll drop them. I won't finish it. Holy shit, that was boring. It was so boring. Now, honorable mention, if we're doing 2, this is also a very popular one. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't like the main character. Couldn't get into anything. Had no interest in it. The Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Really? It's super popular.
Couldn't get into it.
The little tiny girl?
I liked it.
Couldn't do it. I just had no interest.
I liked it just because I'm a fan of World War I history, and that was very World War I coded.
Yeah, it did nothing for me. Hated the main character. Thought
understandable.
Stupidest fucking cunt I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, and I couldn't do it. I did not care.
Okay, can I please talk about the main character, because the main character is the worst.
Yeah, like the worst. Like not even redeemable.
So the main character is like a 40-year-old legitimately evil Japanese businessman who gets shoved in front of a speeding train by one of the guys he just fired. And so he wakes up in the body of like a tiny young girl in alternate history World War I, and then becomes like a colonel in the army because he has magic powers. And he also has multiple different conversations with actual just God, who he refuses to believe is just God.
And like sometimes he uses his like little girl body to try to like seduce people. I'm like, I'm out.
What the hell?
Yeah, that shit. Oh yeah, that shit's so weird.
It's popular because here's the reason why I wanted to watch it. I'll tell you right now. Because I wanted to watch Isekai Quartet. That's why I watched this show. I wanted to watch Isekai Quartet. I wanted at least, I know a little bit about Overlord, and that's another show that I tried and I just couldn't get into it. Couldn't do it. But I really loved ReZero, really loved Konosuba. And so I was like, those other shows being in a show with this, like, it's got to be good. It's got to be good. So I tried to watch it. I couldn't get into either one of them. I couldn't do it. But like the Saga of Tanya the Evil, I just straight up hated. I thought that, and I watched 9 episodes, by the way. I gave it a fair chance.
Damn, you had a fair shot.
Oh, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Fair. All I cared was like, oh, hey, look, that's a gun I remember from like the Western Front in 1917. Hey, look, it's a plane. That was it. I enjoyed that. Yeah. You're absolutely right not to like it. I can get into it now.
Okay, let's talk some of the answers from our lovely members of the Discord. I could read the first one, which is from Gabe. I'll cover Gabe's answer. And I don't agree with this, but I also watched it subbed. So he says
you didn't watch it dubbed?
No.
Oh my god. Yeah, you didn't. Oh, poor guy.
The worst anime I've ever seen is the Dead Man Wonderland dub. I could not stand the MC's voice, only to watch it in sub and realize I didn't like it either. Only to then realize I just didn't like it whatsoever. The plot was made, the power system was bland. I couldn't stay focused on any of the characters because none of them stood out. I watched this in high school.
But I do agree about the dub.
I liked Dead Man Wonderland a lot. I wish it would have gone on longer because I think they like rushed it in the anime. They gave it like an anime only ending because the manga was still going on.
Oh. Manga's way longer.
Yeah. See, I enjoyed it. I don't recall his voice being annoying, but I don't know. And I can totally understand like a voice like ruining it for you. A lot of people have that instinct with Black Clover. A lot of people don't make it past Black Clover, the Asta and his voice in both the sub and the dub.
I understand he yells a lot.
Mm-hmm. I love that show. I thought it was good.
It was a very good show, but holy shit, the main character's dub voice was the worst thing I'd ever heard.
Who is the dub voice actor? Do you think he's still doing it?
He's one of the people who's been doing it forever. I think it's something Aries, I think. Is it Chris Aries something?
Greg Ayers.
Okay, yes, that guy. He was doing it forever. He just could not do this young guy's voice, and I hated it. I'll read the next one from Lieutenant Kinjin F. the Fear, which he's the one that's our Sternritter, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't find what he said to me, but it was something like, I would love to choose the letter A, but I'm going to go with F the Fear. So he says, the worst anime I've seen was so long ago that I can only narrow it down to 2. It's so bad I compare it to anything. It's Bobo, or Space Dandy.
That's bullshit.
Damn, Bobo is so good.
First of all, Bobo, you have to watch with the intent that it's like...
It's terrible.
Not necessarily that it's terrible.
It's like a joke.
But like, yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. You know, like it's a gag anime is what it's a gag anime. I love Bobo, but I have not watched it since like way back in the day.
That's true.
Back when it came out.
Yeah.
There might be, if I was like to rewatch it now, I in my heart am deeply scared that I would not like it.
Ooh.
And I full well admit that, and it's probably like a relic of its time.
I don't even know where you can find it.
I kind of just feel like you probably just search on YouTube and it's probably up there.
That's probably
now.
Bobo has one of the greatest anime openings in history.
I don't even remember the intro.
You don't? Oh no, you fool! But I guess I'll try and play defense for that. When Bobo came out, I was in my teenage edgelord phase, so I also thought it was lame until I got the fuck over myself. So maybe he saw it then and was like also too edgy for it.
Now, Space Dandy, I have experience with watching Space Dandy because that is by the creator of Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo, which are 2 goats. I think those are fucking fantastic anime, and Space Dandy came out and everybody said the same thing, like Space Dandy's so fucking good. I couldn't get into it. Couldn't do it. And I love both of those other animes. Could not get into Space Dandy. It seems like it'd be right up my alley. It's like all space themed. It's fun. I couldn't do it. Wasn't interested.
I think it was just fine. I liked the episode about ramen. Made me very hungry.
He has another anime that came out, and I think it has more something to do with music. It's called like Carol and Tuesday. Has anybody watched that?
I saw that. I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of boring.
Okay. I was interested. I like him a lot. Obviously, Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. I'll watch whatever the fuck you want, but I'll at least give it a shot. He's earned unlimited stocks. Or at least give it a try. I wanted to watch it. I haven't heard anything about it, but okay. If it's just okay, I'm not gonna waste my time. Okay, let's talk Res Sunsu. Here we go. He says, for me, it's Don to Don. And he says the entire show is just absolutely lame and gross. The main characters are boring. The really strange sexual themes involving children is an immediate nope. I've been told, quote, it gets better. Almost 10 episodes later. No, it doesn't. Terrible anime. Okay. Jose, what is your opinion?
I love it.
You love the sexual themes on the children?
The anime as a whole. Okay. I genuinely did not think aliens in Ghost would not work well originally, which is what kind of put me off for such a long time. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just give it a shot. And I liked it.
So I think there's a lot of people, obviously, when you would read something like this comment about an anime that you like or a manga that you like, you would get defensive, right? Because like, oh, you're basically saying that I'm a pedophile. I totally get the sentiment of this. When the anime first was airing, episode 1 came out, and this is actually where I first heard of Don to Don because there's a huge controversy on this point alone, on this exact point, because the first episode is literally aliens showing up. Their hotspot is they abduct high schoolers and they probe them, like literally insert shit into their private parts, like women. And that is the premise for the show. And same thing similarly with Okarun. He goes to a ghost hotspot that is also known for high schoolers going to, and he faces off against a ghost that wants to, air quote, gobble his weenie, I think is what she says.
Either gobble or suckle.
Yeah. And you have to try
to gobble. It's absolutely gobble.
Okay, thank you.
You have to try to outrun her, and that is just like a theme of the show. And the aliens come back a couple of times to try to get now Okarun's private parts. Yeah. So I can totally get where this theme would put people off. I get it. I don't hold that against anything that has to do with that. I don't take that personally. I didn't fucking write Dandadan. I think you are still able to enjoy Dandadan with those themes and look past it. But I also totally respect like Red Soon where he's like, hey, he watched fucking 10 episodes, which is a lot.
Well, yeah, he went through a lot.
Yeah, he watched 10 episodes, still doesn't like it, still can't get past the theme. Totally his choice. I totally respect that. I personally think like the Silky Dancer part is fucking awesome. I thought that part was really, really, really good.
It was so good for no reason.
And they have a lot of really good comedy bits later, even in season 2. I thought was really, really good. Yeah, I liked it, but I can totally see where you're coming from with Dandadan. Yeah. Thoughts, Pythes?
I feel like I've just been an anime fan for so long, I barely even notice anything weird. It's like, oh yeah, that's just how they do. Anyway, back to the silly show.
Kenjin commented, responding to Rez, and he said that he also didn't like that, but the hype is what got him. He said he couldn't understand why people liked it so much. I remember at the time everyone loved/post themselves doing the opening dance. Grossest trend war ever. So there you go.
How dare you? I love that opening dance.
I'll read the next one from Cooney. Cooney says, I got it in a mystery bag of anime DVDs, and I hate even thinking about it, but it is Koi Kaze. And if you want to live a normal life, don't watch it. I'll take the hit for y'all.
Okay.
So anyway, immediately after I read that, I went and looked it up, and I'm not even going to read the summary, just know incest.
Heard. Okay.
Age gap incest even.
Jesus. Okay.
So I was like, damn, bro, thank you for taking the hit.
Homie looks old. Holy shit.
I just showed the picture to Jose.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Is it her dad? Oh, God.
It's supposed to be her brother, I think.
Homie looks like he pushed her out of his loins.
All right, you want to read the next one, Pythes?
Yeah, this one is from Plushie, who says, worst for me was Finna, Pirate Princess. There were scenes that were nice and the music is beautiful, but I didn't understand the family relationships. Flashbacks felt like they were shoehorned in to close a plot hole, and the ending came out of nowhere.
Okay, I like this one because I feel like Plushie came in with legitimate critics.
Yeah.
Remarks. I do know this anime. I wanted to watch it really badly just for the fact that it's Pirate Princess. Mm-hmm. I was like, hell yeah, I'm fucking there. Pirate Princess, it's gonna be fucking awesome. One of those things just fell to the wayside for me, and I never got to watch it. When it started airing, people were in. They loved this show, and then I never heard anything about it. But I guess now I know why. If the ending just comes out of fucking nowhere and the family relationships were confusing.
Okay, makes sense.
I'll read the next one from Omar Prime. He says,
Omar Prime's got a good take.
Okay. He says, for me, I'm going with Eminence in the Shadow. I know exactly what this anime is. The MC says almost each time he tries to be a background character, and yet he willingly puts himself as well as the MC. Yes, sometimes the fight scenes are good, but plot-wise, ain't for me. Mm-hmm.
I can sum it up better. It is a isekai power fantasy. That's it. It's that.
This anime always has a weirdly strong presence at Anime Expo. It's been there the past few years, maybe the past couple, because I think it's only had a couple seasons. But it has had a premiere happening at Anime Expo. It's always had a lot of signage up. I think it's a Hulu anime, I think. So it's always got a lot of promotion. And I remember we were in a panel. We were in the main hall. It got a main hall panel. And it was Eminence in Shadows was having their one episode premiere, and then they're going to have some of the cast come out and do a quick Q&A. It filled the whole
damn
panel. There's tons of people, and we were just waiting for the next one, of course. But I remember watching it, I was like, oh yeah, I mean, okay, sure, nothing I haven't seen. But I feel like those are the type of animes back in the day we were all watching in high school. So obviously
I was
going to say, people watching,
if I
I get it.
15, 16, 17, I think I would have been all about this.
Yeah, I get it, and I don't shame it, but yeah, I would agree with that.
This is the MC that glows purple and says I am atomic and then makes shit blow up. Like, I'd have been all over that.
Hell yeah, brother.
There's 2 people that gave the same answer. Do you want to read that next, Pythes?
Which one? The one with Homer throwing bleach into his eyes?
It's from Dante Kurosaki in Divine Departure, a little bit further down.
Oh, okay. It's let's see. Dante just says one of the worst I've seen was Boruto. I feel I don't need to elaborate on that. And Divine Departure says Boruto.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think we can all agree. I do say though, the manga is not bad. The manga for Boruto is not bad.
But it's now that Kishimoto's back, right?
I think he's out. Like, I don't think Kishimoto's involved. Like, I think he has now come out publicly and just basically said like that's not his story. That's the other guy doing it. Like,
okay.
I think not to like disavow it or anything, but he's just like, it's like it's his thing. He's doing it.
I think Boruto is a completely fine series. It just doesn't live up to anything Naruto ever was.
Well, and I just think the big problem with Boruto, and I've had this spiel a million times over, it's hard to have a story in the post Naruto world. Like, they should have done it multiple generations down the way, because Naruto and Sasuke still exist. They still exist. They're still the biggest. They're the reincarnations of whoever the fuck. They have the most powers out of everybody. They just they maintain the world. They're so big. So how do you introduce a threat that is going to be any threat to Boruto while still maintaining a threat that Naruto and Sasuke just can't go? Like, Naruto has infinite.
You got to bitch out.
Yeah. So Naruto
and Sasuke, so they look lame every episode.
Exactly. Yeah. Naruto has infinite clones. He could solve any problem without ever being there. He could just take care of all the things. So you have to introduce a new, above planetary threat that comes in and takes them out, and then removes them from the picture. And then you have to give Boruto some infinite mega power time skip to make him even close to powerful to be able to help out. And then Naruto's still gone. You have to take all the powers from Naruto. You take all the powers from Sasuke. You have to now divvy them up to all these other people so that they can actually contribute as well. It doesn't feel as earned as something like Naruto, where Naruto, we got to see him start from the ground up.
Yep.
We literally went all the way through. He had the time skip with Shippuden. Still worked really hard all the way through Shippuden to get to where he eventually ended up at. And then because Boruto is Boruto, he has to move mega quick because it's Boruto. Like, sorry, we don't have that same time. And obviously, I'm sure they wanted to do that, but the movie introducing Boruto immediately introduces Momoshiki.
Yep.
Tough.
I think we could even go as far as to say I hate that it ruins the happy ending. I think Naruto and his squad deserved a happy ending. If Boruto was Naruto's great-great-grandson and all of the characters were dead, yeah, you can mess up the world as much as you want. But I hate knowing that Naruto fought for peace in the Great Ninja War, and then 20 years later, shit's gone to fuck again.
Yeah, the aliens come down.
And I think you could have done even a low-hanging fruit, similar to what Pythes is saying. Great-great-great-grandson, it's been peaceful. There's not really ninjas anymore. Yeah. It's been peaceful. Everybody's been nerfed. Now we're back in the ground up, or we need the time of ninjas. Maybe Boruto starts learning to be a ninja because he wants to be like Sasuke. You can still do the same thing, you know? And then we go from there, and we basically rinse and repeat. We do it again. And then he gets to see what the updated Sand Village is like, go to all those different things and really
that would be
them.
Sick.
Yeah. But yeah,
and somehow the old man from the Stone Village is still alive.
Yeah, and I think you could have still done it. I think the Boruto movie probably should have been the end. That should have been I thought that was very good. And I love the Sasuke and Naruto fight scene from that. I love Boruto having his little moment. And then they could have skipped forward. They could have gone okay, yeah, you thought it was going to be that Boruto? This is actually Boruto number 5 down the lane.
That's why I appreciate Full Metal Alchemist does not have a sequel.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's done. So I will also read the next one just because I feel this in my heart and soul. The Best in the World says the worst anime I ever watched was Berserk 2016. It's got the worst visual textures you'll ever see.
Is that the movie?
No, it's the 3D anime series that came after the movie.
Yeah. Berserk is a series that is near and dear to my heart. It means so much to me. People that haven't read the manga are missing out, and the Golden Age arc is what is presented in the original 90s anime and the 3 movies. And it's a really good part of the story, but I've seen it a million times. And they finally were adapting something that took place afterwards, and they fucked it up. It's the worst. You've seen the meme shot of Guts walking away at 2 frames per second.
Yeah.
Shaking.
I'll read the next one from Maricina Day, and I think this is another one that's been pretty controversial, but she says hers is Goblin Slayer. and not for any story reason or anything like that, but just because the way they animated him in his armor. The whole 3D model thing mixed in with regular 2D animation is always a terrible idea.
I stopped noticing the armor after a while.
Can I just say I never noticed it?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I don't think I ever noticed it.
I don't know if I'm blind as a fucking bat, but I never noticed that. Sorry.
It doesn't live up to like the hype of how well the manga is drawn, but I think it's fine. I wish it was animated better, but it's fine.
It's still going, right?
I don't know if there's a new season, but I've been reading the light novels. There's a lot of them. They hang out with dinosaurs in one.
Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. You want to do the next one?
Let's see. Diego A says premium end. The anime was so bad, I read the manga just to make sure it wasn't a bad adaptation. And well, it was still garbage. Possibly the worst ending of any anime I've ever seen.
So I know this one. It's Platinum End. It's from I think the Death Note creators' next manga.
Oh, it's the one right after?
This is.
Really?
And it was a big deal when it was first coming out. When it was first coming out in even manga format, it was a big deal that this was coming. Obviously, Death Note is so huge, and this is the next one from the Death Note creator. And all of the covers were also like all foil and shit too. I remember seeing when this coming out.
remember this.
Everybody was losing their mind, and then it came out, and I heard that exact review multiple times. That the anime was bad, the manga was bad, everything about it. Like people just couldn't fathom how this was the Death Note guy.
He just dropped the ball.
The one they put out after that was fine. It was Bakuman or something. Bakuno.
Let me see.
The one about drawing manga.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Entirely unrealistic relationship goals. That shit was crazy. I'll ask you out, but only after I've made it as a mangaka, so you can be my voice actor.
That's kind of cool, though.
So I'm trying to see what came out first. If Bakuman came out first, or if Platinum. I think Bakuman was first.
Oh, so 2 dubs back to back, only to fumble at the third.
Yeah. Yep. Third time was not the charm for him. You got any others? That's pretty much all that I saw in the Discord.
Let's see, should we ask Divine Departure's question? Because we also asked other questions.
Oh, yeah.
Divine Departure says, my question is, what is your anime hot take? Mine is Itachi was not that good of a brother to Sasuke as people make it out to be.
Okay,
I
got beef for that instantly. So, firstly, okay, Itachi is like, okay, so imagine this, right? Itachi is like a village loyalist. Like, he loves Konoha. He thinks Konoha is the greatest village in the fucking world. 10 out of 10, fantastic. He's from like a cursed fucking clan, that's tough, right? But he's already like, he's loved. Everybody loves him. It's a great time, no problem. And then he's immediately put between a rock and a hard place where like, hey, your people are planning to overthrow the village. And he's like, I love this fucking village. And they're like, yeah, so we're going to fucking kill him. We're going to kill all of them. And he's like, please don't kill them. Like, no, we're fucking killing them. Like, sorry. Like,
I have a little brother.
Yeah, they're like inherently fucked up. And he's like, let me do it. One, I'll kill them really quickly. That's what he's thinking in his mind. He's obviously not going to tell you, but like, I'll kill him really quickly and bargain for his brother to be the last soul survivor because he loves his little brother so much. And that's the only bargain that he was able to get accepted, was like, I will do the killing myself, which is fucked up, and please spare my younger brother. And then because he kills all these people, the only way that he can think of like ensuring that Sasuke doesn't also hate the Leaf Village, which obviously fails, but is becoming the villain for Sasuke, and basically grooming him to become this strong person in hopes that he also protects the village and just hates him because he wants what's best for Sasuke. That's bullshit. All right, thank you.
That came from a deep place, Sam.
Well, I mean, I think it's easy to read a character, but like, you got to relate to the man. Like, that's tough. Like, that's a shitty situation to be in. Especially because like Itachi was, he was older. Like he had enough to know like right and wrong. And like, 100%. What a shitty spot to be in that like his family wants to fuck.
Like 15? No,
yeah.
was he like 13 when he did it?
Like 16 or so, right?
Yeah, I think like my guess was going to be 15. That was my guess. But you're still like, you're older. You're not an older teen, but you're teen. And like you're still going through. You're figuring out what you are as a person, and this thing that you've loved and idolized. You find out that your family's secretly plotting to destroy behind your whole back. Like what do you do?
Then you get tuberculosis, and you hope your little brother kills you.
Yeah. There were definitely some missteps along the way.
You convince him to attempt to murder you by stealing his eye, except you don't steal his eye. You let him kill you. It's weird.
Yeah, like there's definitely like, I think in a perfect world, you'd be like, well, why would he do that? But it wasn't a perfect world. It was a shitty situation. He had to think quickly. That was the only thing that he could bargain for was to save his little brother. And then the only thing that he could do was save his brother and then fucking dip. Like, you can't live in the village anymore after they're going to pin it on Itachi for killing everybody. Like, that sucks.
Oh, so did you, going off topic, did you guys hear about the Itachi censorship that happened in a certain country?
No.
So I can't remember which one it is. It's an international. It might be somewhere in Europe or Germany, where they basically go, we couldn't just say that Itachi killed his whole clan. So they changed the plot. So like Sasuke's trying to find Itachi because Itachi just kidnapped everybody.
Oh, I have seen this. I thought this was just crazy. Like a joke.
I haven't seen that at all.
Oh no, my God.
That happened. So Sasuke's like, where the fuck are mom and dad?
I kidnapped the whole family.
That's peak. I love that. That's so funny. Freaks Guild wants to know what was Sam's day like in 1892.
Okay, 1892.
That's
what
crazy.
The fuck?
It was great. It was probably like my great grandpa's ball sack at some point, but yeah, it was great. Loved it. The backup second question, which have you watched the 2 Jujutsu Kaisen episodes that have come out yet, Jose?
I thought they were part of what we watched already.
They are. Okay, yes. So he wants to know.
I have.
How do you guys feel about the new Jujutsu Kaisen art style? He says it took him a bit to get into, but the fighting scenes look amazing.
I thought it looked fine.
My opinion is
I saw the clips.
think it's fine. I don't like the way the animation looks because it's kind of hard to follow.
Yeah, they went for a very stylized approach for the season, which I think is cool, and it's something that Thousand Blow War has been doing for a while, where like every season has a different stylized approach to it. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. I feel like a lot of the fight scenes became very fluid in almost the form that they did against Maharaga. I feel like a lot of the fight scenes now resemble that, and like some of the experimental stuff they were doing in that fight. The fight in the first 2 episodes, it was fucking awesome. It was really, really cool. I did not have a problem with it, period. I think it's awesome.
I've seen all the clips for it,
also,
and I
didn't even notice that the art style changed.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people kind of comparing it to like the which I remember as a youngin. No, Naruto, the Naruto and Pain fight, how it just changed animation right in the middle of it. I remember hating that back in the day. I remember being like, yuck, that looks fucking gross. But if you do go back and look at it now, it does resemble a lot of the modern anime style, which is, I guess, kudos to whoever that guy was for being the fuck ahead of his time. Like, really incredible. But like, I definitely was a youngin watching that, and I was like, yuck, 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 yuck. So I guess I could see some people being a bit like yuck, 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 yuck about this fight.
I remember how excited we were to just see that in the anime.
Yeah. But I think Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 looks fantastic. It looks really good. I have no complaints.
Oh, wait. We have just a comment from Trevor Rule.
Okay.
And he says, at Pythes, at Weebskill, just to let you guys know, the Eagles lost in embarrassing fashion yesterday in the playoffs, so you might have to watch out for Jose.
Great.
I raged yesterday, that's it. But I raged the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that, because we cannot score a point in the second half of a game.
Poor Jose.
I'm going for the Broncos because horses.
Fuck the Broncos. They can suck a dick.
Poor Jose.
I hope the Rams aren't even going to be able to take it.
Points.
No, they can't. They're not as good as they say they are. I think it's going to be between the Bears and the Bills. They might give Josh Allen his first Super Bowl. Fuck Josh Allen. He still can't beat the Eagles.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching the Bleach Boys podcast. So they is salty as hell. We will be back next week for some more Bleach Boys. If you guys have any questions for us, anything you want to see follow up on, let us know in the Discord or in the comments of this very video, and we will get back to you guys there. Make sure you guys subscribe, join our Discord, check out our Patreon. Have a great week, most importantly, and we see you guys next week for more Bleach news. Goodbye, everybody.